Yeah, you suck. Everybody else that does this sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people that shut the door on me, but now won't shake my hand. Remember bad, these bitches never would hit my line back. Now they calling me to fucking push my timeline back, but I ain't with it. Okay, maybe I'm down, but promise you'll make it quick. I got so much I'm trying to.
What is pussy popping, you beautiful humans? My name is Ariane Andrew.
I'm Matt Dillon, and welcome to another piping hot episode of Sippin' the Tea, where we
Sip the tea and our guests
spill that tea, and we're swapping out the drugs too.
Cheers.
What's up, gang? How you doing?
I guess Glitty is with Uncle Matt today, guys.
All right. Well, that fire you just heard on the intro is from up-and-coming hip-hop artists that everybody is talking about right now. BET is telling us one to watch. This guy is millions in the streams on Spotify, and he is right here from the Garden State. What's up, brother? How are you?
What's
Pleasure.
going on?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. This is lit.
This music, this journey, take us back to the very beginning where you kind of, there was a particular track that got poppin' that you were doing covers. So take us back to that journey where you were like discovering your artistry.
Yeah, I feel like that never stopped. I feel like I'm always continuing that. But
I agree.
back when, thank you, Brett. The Panda remix.
Yes.
That's what started it all.
Yes.
But the Panda remix for me was, I wrote that in my lunchroom, like over 3 lunch periods in high school. It was my junior year. So I wrote it then, and I was putting music out on SoundCloud before that, like since 8th grade, 9th grade. So junior year came around, I wrote that remix. I put it out on SoundCloud, and then my best friend, Mike Ugardi, shout out Mike, he was like,
That's your shout out camera right there. I was like, we're just catching him up right there.
Yeah, no, we're chilling.
Okay.
But Mike, he was like, yo, you got to put that on another platform besides just SoundCloud, because I wasn't able to put that on like Apple Music, Spotify, like nothing like that. So he was like, yo, record that, like a video of it, and put it on YouTube, and then just let it rock, like let that side of the internet see it. So I was like, all right, fine. So it kind of took a lot for me to like get out of my comfort zone enough to do something on camera, because that was the first time I'd ever done anything on camera.
Ooh.
So I put it out, and it sat there. I put it out, and it sat there for 6 months and didn't do anything. Like nothing. Like maybe 10, 20 views a day. And then the November of my senior year, which was about 6 months after it was out, I woke up and it was at 1,000 views, and then the next day it was at 10,000, next day it was 100,000, and then by the end of the week it was at 1 million.
Dang.
So yeah, that's kind of what started it all. And then from that point forward, I just kept putting stuff out.
Killer.
See, and that's what's funny though, because people always say like overnight success, but people don't realize what work and what you've been doing beforehand before it was like that overnight. So that's like a super dope story to hear. Like hey, it took a little bit before people caught on to what was popping.
It's crazy. It's I don't know, like it's it's trippy because nobody will ever see that. So like it's kind of hard to let them know, and like I guess maybe accept the fact that nobody is ever gonna really understand like how much goes into it. They're only gonna see like the end product, which is cool because I love the process of it all. So I'm all right with that. But
That perspective at still a young age,
thank you. Yeah.
I think will put you on the right trajectory. Because I was like, everybody wants the immediate gratification of everything.
Like the instant.
But
And
it's so cool.
I started to cut you off, but
No.
I give a lot of credit to my manager, Brian, for that.
Shout out.
Shout out, Brian, for sure.
Everybody,
Shout out,
that's a shout out camera right now.
for sure. Quick plugs. But yeah, he helped me a lot with that, because in the beginning, I kind of was just like, yo, like I want everything right now. And he kind of helped me realize everything takes time. Everything is just a slow process, and you just gotta keep, as long as the steps are upward, it's all good. Like eventually it's gonna hit. So
It's true.
Good advice for life, right?
Yeah.
for sure. Hell
Like,
yeah.
I mean, you have such an already great, like he was saying, perspective. You're so young. I mean, she's like
Thank you.
20 years young. You have like your whole life ahead to like keep grinding it out in the process of everything. But I wanted to ask, are you more of a freestyle type of artist, or you like to write more? What would you say that you fall? Because I know, like, especially as a musician, some people get super offended.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, do you write? They're like, oh no, I freestyle my stuff. You know, so it's like, where?
Oh,
would
I'm a
you-
writer for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'll do freestyle stuff. Like, if I'm ever put on the spot, like, I'll try. But like, I always know that I'm better when I got a pen in my hand.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Nice. So, like, when you are writing your stuff, like, what is it? Like, where does it stem from? Like, what is your inspiration when you are writing your lyrics?
I mean, for me, it depends on the mood. For a song specifically, it all depends on the mood. But like, as far as like inspiration for like continuing and like staying hungry, it's definitely like my family and like knowing where I want to be like in the future. But as far as songs, it's usually just the vibe I'm in. Cause I try to not keep myself in a box, cause I know I have the ability to sing and I know I have the ability to write like R&B type stuff or pop stuff. So like, I never box myself in when I'm in the studio. It's whatever I'm feeling. That's the type of vibe the song's gonna have. And whether or not it's like a barred up AK like shredding the track, or if it's like something that we maybe pitch to somebody else that's a pop singer or R&B singer, like I'm in it for the creative part, and I love performing and I love being my artist self as well, and that's kind of the main focus. But I'll never box myself in as far as writing and creating. So I know there's different avenues to follow. So
It's got like a nice jigsaw puzzle plan, and it's like you're just like slowly building the empire.
exactly.
I want to bring it to the writing because the new single that just dropped, Dumb, is the perfect. I mean, Dumb is like so deeper than that. You gotta really listen lyric by lyric. That really ties into your artistry as somebody that's a writer. Take us into that song, and like, you know, you just dropped it this month, so I want to really look at about the track, what it is that you're trying to share, and what is the stamp for 2020 for you that you're trying to get, because there's a lot to unpackage.
Yeah, 2020 is going to be a very special year, I have a feeling. And I knew it kind of going into it. And Dumb, I felt like was a perfect single for it. The hook alone being just like, there used to be so many, like all the people who wouldn't acknowledge me now are now
They're
shaking
right
my
up
hand.
in your
Yeah,
face.
they're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're coming back. And
Yeah.
Brian, in the beginning, that was one of the main things he said was like, once the floodgates open, all of the people that are saying no right now are gonna come right back around and say, yes, we want you now, we
Don't
want
they
this,
always?
we want
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
And I'm experiencing that on a smaller level right now, because I know I'm not crazy yet, but it's continuously going, and it's crazy to actually witness it, like it's actually happening. So like, it's crazy. And Dumb, I feel like, is the perfect vibe for how I'm coming 2020.
I appreciate that. It's like very authentic and real, and it's very, I feel like the mood of it's very now, but it can also apply to, you know, obviously you're building a fan base now. You've got millions and millions of streams across Spotify, so like that's reaching. Yes, shout out them. Hello, he's like that. Shout out them,
Hey,
man.
I
You're gonna need some hashtag shout out T-shirts right now.
But it shows he's grateful, you know what I mean?
And I appreciate that because I feel like it's gonna be fast.
Yeah.
When it's you've
Eventually it's gonna hit.
it's gonna hit, brother.
Eventually, you're already like, you gotta
Making
give
the-
yourself more credit. Like, you're already there, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
You're just aligning your pieces.
Everybody tells me that.
yeah.
Everybody tells me that. Yeah. I just feel like I'm appreciative for everything I have right now, and I understand how significant it is.
Yes.
But like, when I started, I know how much farther I want to be than right now. You know what I'm saying?
You've got a long-term plan,
though.
babe.
Enjoy the
You
process.
got
Exactly. And
You know,
exactly.
Because when it comes, you know, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, remember when?"
Exactly,
You know,
yeah,
so
for sure.
someone who's, you know, a little bit older, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. I mean, I gotta get these grays
I
filled
was
in and
32 years
shit.
young, you know, I was 20 at one point. No, but it's like, you know, but you're so mature because like just even sitting here talking to you and the conversation and, you know, just even what you're doing. Like,
Gratitude.
yeah, like that's major.
The gratitude
That's
he
gonna get
has.
you a far way because when you are super talented, it is easy to get caught up in like, oh dang, like you can't even touch me. But you know, it's like when you're grateful for what you have.
Sure about that? Yeah, I just had to check. I just had to check on her. you know, keep her in check.
No, but for real though, it's like if you stay like how you are, it's just gonna keep coming. And the more that you're like that, people are just gonna keep wanting to like be like, dang, I want to work with him. And speaking of working, speaking of working
That's
with,
a nice little segue.
Shit.
Yeah, straight up.
who would be a dream person you would want to collab with?
J. Cole.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
J. Cole for sure. That's like idol number one.
Yeah. Okay. So J. Cole.
That's refreshing. We'll tag him when we post
Yeah.
this, then we'll be sharing. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah. I saw J. Cole, I think it was, I don't remember exactly the year. I know it was the 2014 Forest Hills Drive tour, but I'm not sure if it was in 2014 or 2015. But I saw him at the PNC Bank Center in Homedale, New Jersey.
I've been there.
Yeah, that's like, I saw him there, and that night was like the night I realized I need the way he's making these 17,000 people feel right now at one point. I need that, like, I need that. Because, like, I felt so connected to him, and I was super far away. Like, I was all the way up on the grass, like, and I just felt like energy that I've never felt before, like at a show, like a concert, and I was just like, seeing the people like even next to me, like literally crying while he's rapping and like performing.
You like reverse that role. That's
I
what
was
I
like,
want to be.
oh my God, like he has got so much like influence, and he's helping out so many people just here. And then tomorrow he's gonna do
somewhere
20,000
else.
people somewhere else. Like it just blew my mind, and that was the night where I was like, I need this, and I'm going to get it. So.
You will, as long as you stay your authentic self, because that's what people relate to, is like being authentically who you are. And I can tell, like, you're not putting on, like, where most people are trying to be the next best thing. You're just trying to be you. Like, I
Best version of myself.
Yeah.
That's what On Me is about. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, as long as you stay in that lane, like, literally the sky has no limits for you. Because that's where, I mean, so I feel like everything kind of in music gets kind of like watered down or clouded when people are trying to be like the next this.
Yeah.
Now, it's good to have inspirations.
Of
like,
course.
I look up to this person, or like, you know, my music stems from this. But when you just stay true to yourself, like people love that. And that's like that connection that you're talking about. You're just like, man, like
It's showing.
Yeah.
It's definitely showing, and I think you're trailblazing a new path.
Thank
And it's been nice to sit and hear you talk about, because I love listening to the music, hearing the words, and I think that's great that, you know, there's so many facets that I think can be unraveled in 2020 with you as an artist.
Damn, I appreciate that.
No, there's just a lot to you, and I was like, you know, you're gonna do the Garden State proud, that's for sure.
Yeah, I hope so.
I was like, don't you worry, you're gonna be inspiring 17,000 people there.
That's one day. That's the
Yeah.
That's the dream.
I want to touch on that because I think one of the things, and you touched upon it, family being so important. Is that what centers you? Is that your center
for sure.
moment to keep you all right, not getting too caught up in this? And you know what has been, if you look at it from start to finish, you're just getting to here now. But it's like there's been so many big moments already.
Yeah, and I think what helps out with that is I don't live out here like full time.
Yeah.
I stay like, I'll probably be out here like 6 to 8 months of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll go home for a month or two at a time. I just got back, and
Yeah.
when I'm home, like it's like I'm in high school again. Like I'm with my family. My studio's in my room, so like everything's different in that sense. So I'm always working in my room, but like being home, like going to my sister's basketball games, like
That's
all
nice.
like the little things like that definitely I know for sure, like that definitely keeps me kind of grounded and close to home.
Keep them close.
Yeah,
They'll
for
be your
sure.
consistent for sure.
Yeah.
I like, this is good aura, man.
right? Yeah, I
Thank you.
love
This is a
it.
good aura. You're gonna 2020. I can't wait to see what's gonna pop for you.
Oh yeah, I
Not
appreciate
20. I
that.
can't wait to see like what.
No, I agree,
decade-
but I feel like this
Yeah.
2020
Yeah.
is gonna like be the pop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially just, I think it's refreshing when you look at someone, you're like, damn, they're so talented. But then you meet them, and then you're like, dang, and they're cool.
You're switched on, kid.
And then they're cool as hell.
You're
like,
switched on, kid.
It makes you
For
really
sure.
respect
Got me
the
feeling like a
person.
million.
No, I mean you should.
And we need those two front row tickets in Jersey, baby. We're coming to Jersey.
Don't forget about us
Hello,
now. When
we'll be in
when you're all the
Jersey.
way here, and you're like, wait, man, I know who.
We'll be like, who, what? Bye.
Nah,
So don't
girl,
do us like that.
Let me pull up some.
No, but before we
Yes,
before you
I'm gonna pull them
some-
up while you.
Okay. You know, before we get into like some rapid fires,
do
I
some
want to
rapid.
ask:
Oh, right.
is there anything outside of music that you plan on working on for like 2020? Is there any special projects, any tea that you can spill with that?
I did do a. I acted for the first time.
Oh, he multi-layered now.
Right?
Nah. It's not like that. It was fun. It was like one of the first things I've ever done, like in front of the camera besides music. And it was for my manager's friend King, who does film and production, and he shot a video. He shot a short film.
Okay.
And he had me be part of that, and that was a real cool experience. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't know when that's coming.
We'll come right back to you.
We won't have you spilled, but I'm just, I was just wondering because sometimes as an entertainer, most people like to venture off in different things, even though music is your passion. I was just wondering if you had any other.
Yeah, I definitely in the future I think that would be cool because my first experience doing it was awesome, and I was also with the right people doing it, like that. People I was already familiar with, and so that was awesome to get my feet wet that way. But yeah, besides music, I kind of just chill. I just enjoy the.
You don't seem like you're chilling too much. You're working, man.
Booked and busy.
Booked and busy, eh? I can see you're like an onion layer. There's things that you were discovering along the way.
Yeah,
I like that though. I think it's dope.
It is.
All right, let's shake this shit up.
We're gonna shake it up.
Here we
Rapid
go.
fire.
Let's go.
All right.
Rabbit. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna take it back. What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Give effort to your happiness. Who told you that? My dad.
Can you
You shot him. You shot him out.
Shout out my dad.
No, can you say what you just said, but look at this camera.
Give effort to your happiness.
Ooh.
That's like
Your dad's a wise man.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say any more.
Wise
for that
man.
one.
I was like, that's rapid. Now I'm shook at a little bit, and now I'm trying to catch up. We're gonna change it to speed real fast. What is the one food you wouldn't want to give up?
My mom's chicken parm.
Yes, Jersey, I'm coming to your house too.
And honestly, if she was here, you would have an invite.
Oh, I know.
You'd have an invite.
Oh, that's
Damn.
and I haven't
I'm
eaten yet.
starving.
Too. I'm ready.
Damn. All right, you round it out, girl. 'Cause I'm about to go find some palm.
Let's see. What is the last thing you liked on social media?
I think it was Mike's picture on Instagram. Him and his girlfriend, I think.
Oh, okay.
On Instagram.
We want to end it out with one last one?
We'll give you one last
little nugget.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
Ooh. After my run? After my morning
Let's
run?
do it total.
Yeah, however you want.
Not even shame.
All right, I wake up, I'll go on like a 30-minute run.
Okay.
I'll come home, shower, dress, and then I start my day. It's probably like 2 hours before I'm ready to do my thing.
Okay.
After breakfast and all that.
So that includes the breakfast.
Yeah,
okay, we got you.
Yeah.
He's like, let me just.
Right? Get it together. Okay, I want you to look right here and go ahead, plug your social media, tell everyone where they can find your music, everything. Spill the tea right there.
For sure.
get it.
I'm AK, and you can find me at I'm the Real AK on all social platforms. You can find my music on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, anywhere you could find music, and that's where to find it all.
Damn.
That's right.
You better go find it.
Yeah,
'cause
you wanna
he's
stream
blowing
that
up.
music.
Go find it. You definitely better go find it.
Yes. You guys can follow me across the board at Ariane Andrew and this little nugget who's just been living.
She's like, no, she's like,
giving me the
she's
eyes.
giving the mad eyes.
Tell if she's mad.
And she's never just gone to someone
I
like
feel
that.
like there might be a love connection.
connection.
You can follow me at Matt Dillon 1983, and my bass just doesn't give a rat's. She out cold.
So guys, until next week on Sippin' the Tea, we will catch you guys next.
Cheers, brother. Thank you for coming through.
Cheers.
Really appreciate you.
I'm to send you out, just know I ain't trying to hear it. Career is up off the ground now.
Yeah, you got the wrong number. Click.